When's the last time you saw a first generation Yamaha LT100? It's coming in hot. This is a special bike, guys. I'm looking forward to telling you all about it.
What's happening, guys? Ken Kaplan here from the New England Motorcycle Museum, and this is one of those test rides that has been going on all morning long here. I got on this, took it down to the detail shop to see what was going on, rode it around, and I'm having an absolute blast. It's like a flashback to my youth. I had the little brother to this, the GT80, when I was a kid. This thing is absolutely pristine and one of the best running vintage two-strokes I've been on in a while. This is owned by a friend of ours, Marcel, who is a Yamaha enduro specialist. He's one of Kenny's friends. Kenny's bought a bunch of bikes from him, and this is a really, really, really special piece. I'll just start off by saying I would sell this to my best friend. I'd give it to my daughter or son to ride, and or as a present. This is a no excuses bike. Marcel, like I said, is a Yamaha expert. He built this bike for his daughter, and he wanted it perfect. So he started out with a pristine, original 1,400-mile classic that was owned by an old guy who never rode it off-road. It was stored in his garage, so all the chrome is in beautiful condition. The turn signals look to be brand new. Good luck finding a set of turn signals for a bike like this. They're obscenely expensive. The headlight chrome trim ring is in pristine shape. The chrome fork sliders are mint. He went through the whole bike. It had been sitting for a while, so he took the top end apart. It took the entire engine apart. Probably didn't need to happen, but this was for his daughter. So he took the top end down, sent out the jug, and had had it bored first over with new pistons, new rings, new top end bearing, new piston circlips, and a complete new gasket kit, head gasket, base gasket.
All genuine Yamaha stuff. If it's not NOS Yamaha, it's a high quality reproduction.
It's got brand new crank seals and crank bearings. He split the cases, did everything on it. Went through the entire motor. Of course, rebuilt the carburetor. Look at the air cleaner on it. It's got the factory original chrome air cleaner, which is just the coolest thing. I can't say I've ever seen one of those before. The original black carburetor was rebuilt. The gas tank was restored internally, and a new NOS petcock and. Go ahead.
This is the original paint in the bike, the original green color, and.
Are you serious? I thought it was repainted.
No, this is the original
Holy shit.
green LT100 paint scheme. And guys, there was a pea-sized ding right under the Yamaha logo on the left side of the tank. And this was professionally pulled by our dent magician and touched up. I gave Marcel the contact, and that area was airbrushed. It's not the best. Marcel was a little upset about that, but the tank is perfectly straight, and the rest of the tank is flawless.
Guys, I didn't even notice what he's talking about on there, and I've been driving it around all morning. He just pointed it out. I thought this was a repaint. I had no idea this was original paint. Look at how nice the ears are. Now, obviously, this is one that was stored in a nice dry area. To be this nice 50 years later, it's just unheard of. Are you sure that's original paint? Because
100%.
That is amazing. Look at the quality of the paint job on this. I've never even seen this color. It's stunning, and the graphics look to be brand new. This isn't my bike. I'm selling this for Marcel, for a friend. We do buy bikes from him. This is not one we own. This is his bike. But I was amazed at how good this thing runs. I would, if I needed a bike like this, I'd buy this in a New York second. The rear shocks look like they just came out of the box. It does have a brand new key switch and keys with a spare. New speedometer, because the original keys were lost. New speedometer cable. New front brake cable. Look at the foot peg rubbers. Those are brand new. All Yamaha NOS. New air cleaner element inside the original box. The injection and the crank oil was changed with Yamaha lube. And the original seat cover was faded and had too much patina to it. So he did put a brand new Yamaha seat cover on there, which looks to be perfectly installed. The Yamaha's right in the middle where it's supposed to be, and it's in beautiful shape. Again, brand new petcock, gasket, and valve. New gas cap seals. Brand new clutch, which it probably didn't need, but like I said, this is for his daughter, and he wanted her to be safe when she rode it on the street. This is a street legal bike. New front sprocket and chain. That's the original sprocket on the rear. So just a stupendous machine.
I like that. Stupendous.
It's stupendous. It's super nice, and it's easy to get excited about. Look at the quality of this thing. This is original paint on the frame. It's original, unretouched paint. It has a brand new battery on it also. The headlight, the turn light, all the lights work beautifully. And to take a bike like this, to take one that's been neglected and paint it, first of all, the paint job is going to cost you $700. Why? Because the guy that we sent to that's what he charges us to do them. How do I know that? And you can never really match it perfectly. And they're only original ones. So you got a $700 paint job. And then from there, you've probably got 50 hours labor to just completely dismantle this thing down to the crank and rebuild it and put new tires on it and change the sprockets and a new seat cover. You're going to drop $5,000 easy. And to buy one of these that's worthy of restoring, they start at around $800 and they go to $1,600 as is. So what is this worth? Well, I can tell you this: we've done nothing with the bike. I haven't Windexed it. All I did was ride it. We haven't detailed it. This is exactly the way it came to us, and I thought it was a repaint. So the bike speaks for itself. I do believe it is 100% ready to go, and I've test ridden it. I didn't see anything that needed adjusting, anything that needed servicing. The bike's perfect mechanically.
Marcel is absolutely meticulous, and we've sold a couple bikes on his behalf. This one needs zero, absolutely nothing other than to ride into the sunset. Go out and bring an extra spark plug with you and just go ride it for miles and miles and miles. It's absolutely pristine. The last bike we sold for Marcel was a 72 DT2, the 250. It sold well over $4,500. And guys, Marcel's bikes, no excuses.
My daily rider is 100 plus horsepower, Harley Davidson CVO Dyna. My dirt bike is a Honda CR500. But I do love minis, and I would call this a super mini. It's a 100, so it's a step up from the 80, bigger wheels and tires. I'm 6'2", 220. And it pulls my big ass up the hill no problem, and it's fun and exciting to ride. Typically, the 100cc two-strokes have as much power as a four-stroke 150 or 200. So this is comparable to a 150 or 200 four-stroke. It is street legal, completely street legal, and ready to go. So if you have any questions, give us a call, 860-454-7024. Don't miss out. If you've been thinking of buying one of these, do yourself a favor. Just click the Buy It Now button. It's a rock-solid investment. They're only going up in value, and you're not going to find one of these and be able to turn it into this. I'm telling you, straight up, you're going to spend about $400 just on the turn signals. How do I know that? Uncle Dale's bike, we just bought turn signals for that. It was $400 for NOS turn signals. In the paint job, this is a $700 paint job. You're not going to turn a pickle back into this cucumber for anything less than $5,000 and a shitload of time and aggravation. Save yourself the hassle. Buy this one and ride off into the sunset like Junior said, which is what I'm going to do right now. So good luck bidding on it. God bless America. Let Junior wrap it up.
Yeah, we can ship these anywhere, guys. You know the drill. Call us for a quote, 860-454-7024. All the lights work as well. We were testing them when Marcel was here. Thing is super tight. Ask yourself, when's the last time you saw an LT? Because we've had a couple DTs, RTs, even some extremely rare first year 68s before we were able to get our hands on an LT or even an HT Yamaha Enduro. I'm not sure on the production stats, but they're getting hard to find, guys. Give us a ring. Good luck bidding, and God bless America.